sort of the challenge for the fitness industry is that it can probably still be seen as being more applicable to men than women. You look at sort of the dropout rate for girls in school, it's still pretty high. And I think one of the positive things about, games and legacy is getting people to think differently about being physically fit and healthy. Obviously the elite sport's really important, but 80% of women don't do enough physical activity to be healthy, and that has an implication for cost of health service, lots and lots of other things, women's ability to work, and probably in the last 2-3 years I've seen a difference in women in terms of joining more social clubs to go out and run and be fit and healthy, and I think the games will just add to that. I think that the games will be really positive for getting people to think, not, okay, there's Usain Bolt, I can do that, but actually, there's Usain Bolt, I could do a bit more to be healthy.
Yeah,
that's quite important.
Do you think, what do you think specifically the fitness industry can do now? There is, I'm not sure if you've heard of the Inclusive Fitness Initiative.
Yep.
I don't know how widespread that is, but do you think more things like that need to be coming out of the fitness industry, not just sort of sports governing bodies?
That's been really useful in terms of physical access, but also in terms of making sure there's machines within gyms that people can use. But I think if you look at, an awful lot of equipment, it's still designed around men, even in terms of like the weights on stacks, or in terms of the sizes of machines. So they're not designed for women who are 5'1". They tend to be designed for guys who are 6 foot. And I think it's really hard for some women to walk into a gym. For me as an athlete, it was great. I trained in a very blokish gym, and that didn't bother me, but that doesn't suit everybody. And I think what the fitness industry has recognised is that they need to attract different people. So, the gyms that will do the best are the ones that attract the widest range of people. And what we'll get after the games, we'll get this big spike. We will get people suddenly going, oh, do you know what? I'd like to have a go at triathlon. They might not stay, but it's the governing bodies, it's the clubs, it's the gyms that need to kind of harness that to make the most of it, really.
Brilliant, thank you.